And welcome to the home of the Buccos since 2001, PNC Park in Pittsburgh. Tonight, the opener of a 3-game series between the St. Louis Cardinals and the Pittsburgh Pirates. The Cards look for their 7th straight victory next. Jameson Taillon, a right-hander from Florida, gets the ball as the starter here. Dan, any thoughts?
Matt, this guy is a big power arm. Former first-round draft pick by the Pittsburgh Pirates. And listen, he's what they look like. Big, strong guy. 3-pitch mix, 95 to 97 miles an hour with good life on his fastball. Overhand curveball and a straight changeup. The key to him, throwing strikes. If he's throwing strikes early, expect him to go deep into the game, and he could rack up a pile of strikeouts.
First of 3 here on a Friday night as the first pitch is in there for strike 1. Dero, Dan, we look at this Pirates ball club as they enter play here tonight. They come into this one in decent form as despite the loss last time out, they've won 6 of their last 9.
Yeah, Matty, I know they lost their last game, but you know as well as I do, in this sport you have to have short-term memory. You have to let it go. They can get it going back in the right direction today.
Popped him up. Bell is over and he puts it away for the first down. Now a chance to look at the starting 9 for the visiting St. Louis Cardinals. Who are you focused on, Dan Plesac?
Well, I love what Matt Carpenter brings to the table for this team. Looking at his stats, I was really impressed with the fact that he's hit 4 bombs in his last 10 games. Lately, he's been the guy to watch, and I think he's ready to do some more damage right now.
Stepping into the box, Jose Martinez. His batter-pitcher line against Jameson Taillon. He's 1 for 5. In there for strike 1.
Throws him with a high fastball there. We'll see if they try to climb the ladder even more on the next pitch.
Oh, 0-2 the count to Jose Martinez. So let's take a peek at the officiating crew in this one. Behind the plate is Kenny Jansen.
You know, Kenny Jansen, Dero, he's kind of hard to figure out. Doesn't give a lot on the edges. He'll make you bring the ball into that plate.
Yeah, Dan, Kenny Jansen is definitely consistent, and he'll reward pitchers around the knees. But on the edges right there, sometimes it's hit or miss.
A ball and 2 strikes now. And a fastball blew it right by him, and there are 2 down.
Talk about blowing it by a guy. Geez, I mean, that fastball was way behind him when the swing came through the zone. I have to think he was looking for something off speed, and he just couldn't pull the trigger on that fastball.
The next to bat for St. Louis, Tommy Pham. And he's been tearing the cover off the ball these past few days, as you see there. Now the pitch. Fastball in there for a called strike. The windup and the 0-1. Grounder down the line at third. But this will wind up a foul ball, strike 2. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Swung on and he went fishing in the dirt. The throw to first is in time and the inning is over. Down in order go the Cardinals. And now the Pirates will take their turn in a scoreless ball game. Carlos Martinez, a right-handed native of the Dominican Republic, will be the starter. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, you take a look at this guy's ERA. Any ERA under 4 is pretty good in this day and age of baseball when we have all these high-scoring, high-flying affairs. This guy knows how to pitch. He knows how to control the running game. And most importantly, he's not afraid to throw strikes. We'll see how he does in this one.
Josh Harrison stands in. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And he chased up and out of the zone. A swing and a miss. And fellas, we take a look at the Redbirds entering play here tonight. They've run their win streak up to 6 in a row now, and they're really playing some inspired baseball.
Yeah, Matty, this is one of those special moments throughout the course of the season where everyone kind of looks around the clubhouse and takes stock. 6 in a row, you have a chance to rattle off a 7th. You start saying, hey, maybe something special is going to happen this summer.
Lifted in the air out to center field. Pham is there. Makes the play, 1 away. And here's how Clint Hurdle set his Pirates lineup for this one. Anybody catch your eye, Dan?
Well, definitely watch out for Corey Dickerson. He leads the team in the 2 most important power categories for me: home runs and RBIs. Driving in guys and being able to drive yourself in. He's an impressive hitter, and it should be fun watching him do his thing in this one.
And that'll bring in Adam Frazier. His head-to-head numbers against Carlos Martinez. He's a .300 hitter, 3 for 10. First offering on its way. Fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind. Martinez is becoming a rare bird in today's game, in that he's known as a starter that frequently goes deep into outings and does so with great effectiveness. He's not your 5-and-done guy. He wants to eat up innings and finish as many games as he can.
Matty V, this guy's a throwback to the pitchers in the 70s and 80s that want to finish what they start. He seems to get better about pitch 75 and 80. He has about 125, 130, and he's one of the few guys that can maintain stamina through a 9-inning game.
Standing in now, Corey Dickerson. High in the air out to center field. Pham is right there, and he will put it away to retire the side. Nothing in the Pirate first. We're on to the second now in Pittsburgh. No score on the show. So that brings in the power-hitting middle infielder Paul DeYoung. He appeared as a pinch hitter in yesterday's contest. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Looks at a curveball over the inside corner.
Hey, I don't blame him right there, giving up on that inside curveball, little front hipper. That's a tough pitch. You just can't figure out where the point of contact should be.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball. And he got him.
Take a look at the Pittsburgh Pirates defensive lineup. And let's focus our attention on infielder third baseman David Freese. We all know the history. One of the most dramatic home runs in St. Louis Cardinal history. This guy doesn't get enough credit for being a very reliable defender. Look for him to make a big play today.
Here's Matt Carpenter, his batter-pitcher line against Jamison Tyone. He brings a more than respectable .357 batting average. He's taken him deep once. And that misses for ball 1. No score here as we play inning number 2. And he comes back with one in there for a high strike.
We're seeing quite a few pitches up from him right now, and that can obviously be dangerous. A cold strike there, but he might need to lower his sights a little bit.
Now the 1-1 pitch. And he goes against the shift there as this is on the ground at the left side. And he's safe at first as he beats this one out by about a half a step. Hold on here, though. You can see the skipper heading out of the dugout now, so that very close safe call might be challenged.
Here's another look at it now. I couldn't really tell when I saw it at full speed, and I'll tell you what, it's still not clear to me from that replay. We'll see if they decide to challenge it after they look at it from a few more angles.
And that's a thumbs up from the bench, so they will challenge the call on the field. So the umpires on replay duty in Manhattan will now review the play from all available angles in order to make the final decision.
The Pirates have elected to challenge.
All right, so here's one final look at it. Now remember, there has to be indisputable video evidence in order to overturn the call. He was called safe and probably could go either way, but I don't think there's enough right here to change the call.
And we'll get our answer here, as it appears the umpires have made their decision and the headset comes off. And the runner is safe at first as originally called, so they will lose the ability to challenge for the remainder of the game. Here's Marcell Ozuna. A ball and no strikes. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. The 1-0 home is laid off for ball 2.
Well, here's a guy we know is swinging it pretty well at the plate lately, and based on those last 2 pitches, I think I know why. He's doing a great job of putting himself at counts where he's likely to be successful.
Takes a knee-high fastball. Carpenter stands at first with 1 out. Hit in the air out to straightaway left field. After it is Dickerson. And he tracks it down. A nice running play to record the 2nd out. Stepping in for the Cardinals, Jed Jerko. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And that one just missed outside. Two out with the man at first. Here's a breaking ball that falls in there for a strike to even things at 1-1. Now the 1-1 pitch. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Sent on the ground out to second. Harrison's got it. Throw in time, and the side is retired. 1 left for the Cardinals. We'll go to the bottom of the 2nd. No score. Josh Bell the next to hit. His head-to-head numbers against Carlos Martinez. Not a lot of success. 0 for 12. He's also gone down on strikes 5 times. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And he jumps at a changeup, a swing and a miss. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. High in the air down the right field line. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. That fastball straightens him up a bit. 1-2 now. The 1-2. Misses for the 2nd ball.
That one missed, but if it's a strike, I don't know how you get the barrel of that pitch. You have to really be sitting on it to hit a fastball coming in that hard on the inside part of the plate.
Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Bounce to first. Scooped up on the backhand. And he'll flip it to the pitcher covering for the out.
The St. Louis Cardinals attack you on defense in this fashion. And guys, the thing I want you to take a look at today, is in today's game, the new age, everyone wants to move around. This manager does not like to shift a lot. Maybe a step to your right or left, but there's a lot of trust that the pitchers are going to execute. So let's see how it works out for them in this one.
Up next for the Buccos, Sean Rodriguez. And he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. Here's the first pitch to him. Hit on the ground out to short. DeYoung fields it cleanly. And there's out number 2.
Batting sixth, third baseman, David.
Here's David Freese to stand in. He did his part yesterday afternoon as he cashed in with 3 hits in the losing effort. First pitch on its way. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. DeYoung into shallow left. He gets there to make the play, and that ends the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Pirates. We'll move to the third with no score. Digging in, Carson Kelly, his batter-pitcher line against Jamison Tyone. He's 1 for 2. First delivery to him on the way. There's a strike.
0-1.
A breaking ball over the outside corner for strike 2. Now a swing and a miss as he picks up another one. Make it 4 strikeouts already, and there's your first out.
With how hard guys throw these days, 94 miles an hour is good, but not as impressive as it used to be. Professional hitters can catch up with that, so it's all about setting the fastball up with good off-speed stuff to make it look more effective, and that's exactly what he did right there.
Into the box, Carlos Martinez, and it's fouled away. Windup and the 0-1. Hit out towards second. Harrison has it. Flip from short right gets him, and there are 2 away.
Now batting, right fielder, Dexter Fowler.
Here's Dexter Fowler now. He popped out in his first trip. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Breaking ball in for a strike.
0-1's the count.
Third inning, no score to this point. Drilled down the line, but this will be a foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now. Hit on the ground toward the left. Throw to first in plenty of time, and his side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Cardinals. Home half of the third coming up. No score. Here's the catcher, Francisco Cervelli. 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
Not much going on offensively so far for these guys. 6 up, 6 down. We'll see if the bottom part of the lineup can get something going.
Well, the home crowd seems a little restless, so I'm sure they'd appreciate it. First pitch on its way. Now a ball hit pretty well to left, but this is going to wind up in the seats foul. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Fouled away.
Keep battling, young man. 3 foul balls in a row. He is calibrating that heater and the off speed. Let's see if he can catch something on the barrel.
Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning. And with 1 away, let's give you a look at the standings in the NL Central entering play as you see where these 2 teams sit in relation to one another.
Under.
Here's Michael Saunders now. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. Now here it comes. Swing and a miss, and he's behind 0-1.
We're seeing him in an absolute groove out there on the mound right now. Retired 7 straight, and mechanically, he looks really consistent and fluid to me.
1 out, nobody on. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball. Now the 1-1 pitch. Pulled toward right center field. Pham sprinting after it, makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. And now it's the Pirates pitcher, Jameson Taillon. And Dan, it seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. Feels like we're seeing a lot of 3-up, 3-down innings.
No doubt about that, Matt. Hey, I've enjoyed watching him go about his business, but I'm also interested to see if this offense can figure out a way to get a couple of cracks in his armor before it gets too late.
Yeah, that remains to be seen. First offering on its way. This is flared out towards second, and this will be put away easily for the out. Down in order go the Pirates. We'll head to the 4th, still scoreless. Striding in once again, Jose Martinez will begin things here against Jameson Taillon.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these 2 teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
And he pours this one in at the letters, 0-1.
You know, Matty, when I first broke into the league, you wouldn't see that high heater first pitch right out of the gate. But I think there's been a change in philosophy here. Back in the late 90s, early 2000s, guys wanted to attack you more east-west, get you leaning left-right. Now you're seeing guys attack in the philosophy more north-south. Just with launch angles and exit velocities, I think guys are afraid to throw that sinking fastball for fear that guys are just going to run their barrel into it. Not the case with the high fastball.
High in the air out to center field. Therefore, it is Saunders, and he takes it for the first out.
Center field number 20, Tommy Pham.
Ready for another chance? Tommy Pham. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. The windup and the 0-1. A high fastball is in there. No runs, just 1 hit, and no errors so far for the Redbirds.
That wasn't a terrible pitch right there, but if he's going to execute and get this swing and a miss, he's going to have to get that ball a little bit further down, maybe even potentially bounce the next one.
And that is swung on and missed. He's down on strikes, and the first 2 are retired here to begin inning number 4.
This guy is really locked in on the bump right now. He's just playing good old-fashioned hardball right now, just rearing back and letting it go. And it seems like this lineup, they don't have an answer for anything he's bringing so far.
First pitch coming. Here it is. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0.
Hey, 2 outs, nobody on, and a power hitter up. This is where, as a pitcher, you got to use the hitter's aggression against him. Get him to fish a little bit. Something a little more out of the zone than normal.
In there, 1-1. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch.
Ball.
And a curveball that time that broke too
Count
low.
is 2-1.
Now the 2-1. Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Down in order go the Cardinals. On to the bottom of the fourth now, still with no score. Digging in to try it again, Josh Harrison back to the top of the lineup as they're still looking for their first base runner in this one.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've yet to figure this guy out on the mound. He's looked great so far.
He has, but we'll see if this second trip through the order changes anything.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments these hitters are able to make in the middle innings of this game.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Lifted into the air out towards center field. Jerko shading to his right. 1 out.
Now batting, the shortstop, Adam Frazier.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Adam Frazier. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. Here it comes. Swing and a miss that time. It's 0-1.
0-1.
You know, we saw these guys around the cage during batting practice, and they told us they were going to be aggressive. I think this is getting a little ridiculous. They better watch themselves. If they don't start putting balls in gaps, this guy's going to find himself in the 8th inning cruising.
And he'll just waste one there. 1-2.
Hey, I can understand why he wanted to elevate the fastball right there. This batter's eyes have been lit up since he stepped in the box. Let's see if he gets him fishing on something breaking in the dirt right here.
And he fouls this one off. No runs, no hits, and no errors so far for the Pirates. And the Pirates are in the hit column.
And that's a base hit right there on a hanging 2-strike changeup.
And that's one we like to call a hanger right there. You see it high, you let it fly. Nice job by the offensive player.
Into the box now, Corey Dickerson. And he'll promptly send it in the air out to center field. In there, a base hit. And there are 2 away now.
Oh, man, I don't know how that happened. Looked to be a base hit to the outfield, but then all of a sudden the throw comes in and they get the force on the plate. To be honest, that just can't happen.
In now, Josh Bell. As he'll swing at the first pitch and bang one into right center field. That's a base hit.
Dan, after that base hit right there, he's got a 6-game hitting streak going.
You know what? And this could lead him on to some bigger and better things right here. He's been swinging the bat pretty well, and he's been rewarded for it, as you talked about. 6-game hitting streak so far.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Way in front of a great slider that time. And a big pass at a slider that gets past him. Hit high and deep to straightaway right field. Back goes Fowler to the track, to the wall. And this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one. So it's a 3-run shot to straightaway right field. Home run number 5 on the year. And the lead for the Pirates is now 3-0.
Yeah, he is kicking himself right now. He worked his tail off to get out of that jam and was one strike away from getting there, and then boom, all that work goes to waste. From 0 damage to a 3-run homer in the blink of an eye.
Here's David Freese to stand in.
And a first pitch swing. He hits a fly ball to left center.
And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. But the Pirates played 3 in the inning, all coming on this 3-run home run. We played 4. It's now 3-0 Pittsburgh. Back with Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian as the TCU product. The left-handed hitting Matt Carpenter is the first to bat in the inning. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. And a called strike down in the zone. 0-1.
These are huge innings for a team's morale. The pitcher wants to go out and throw that shutdown inning up and get the boys back swinging the bats again with a chance to capitalize and even extend this current lead.
And he takes this one high. 1-1.
He still might be looking for that release point on that curveball early in this outing. That one looked like it popped out of his hand behind his ear instead of out front. We'll see if he finds that pitch because it'll be important for him.
1-2. The 1-2 is in there. A called strike 3. An early look at the line score here tonight as we play the top of the 5th. And boy, just one lone hit for the visitors this evening as they've been taken to task by this starter. Here's Marcell Ozuna. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. First pitch of the AB is swung on and lifted in the air to straightaway center. And Saunders will handle this one for out number 2. So another exceptional effort for him on the mound. He's got the shutout working here, as we'll show you the league ERA leaders. And as you can see there, he in fact leads the NL in that category. Standing in, Jed Jerko. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Here comes the first pitch. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. This is in the air to center. Does he have another 1-2-3 for the ledger? You bet he does. 11 in a row set down, and the inning is over. 1-2-3 go the Cardinals. They trail it here 3-0.
Here's the catcher, Francisco Cervelli.
And Dan, I'm sure the starter on the mound would like to hit the rewind button on that last inning.
Oh, no doubt about that, Mac. That was a really rocky frame, but clearly not enough to chase him from this game. We'll see if he's still shaking a bit or if he's able to put this behind him.
Here's the first pitch to him. Fastball down near the shoe tops. The 1-0. Gets him to chase a ball out of the zone for the first strike. Now the 1-1 pitch. Swinging a ball hit on the ground. And there's one away.
Center fielder, number 12, Michael Saunders.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Michael Saunders. He flew out in his last at-bat. First pitch coming. Here it is. Not fooled there as this ball's hammered out to deep right field. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
Well, this one was squared up pretty good, but just like pitchers give up hits on well-executed pitches, batters make outs on balls they couldn't have hit much better.
Standing in now, Jamison Taillon. Swing and a ball lifted in the air toward the line and right. Fowler is there, and they go down in a hurry here as his side is quickly retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Pirates. They lead it 3-0. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Carson Kelly will start things out in their half of the 6th as they look to shake things up here for a lineup that, quite frankly, has been non-existent to date.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've been completely overmatched to this point. 1 hit through 5 innings. I mean, what else can you say about the pitching they faced other than it's been fantastic? We'll see if that continues as we approach the later inning.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. A fastball right down the middle for a strike.
We're moving along in this one, heading into the middle innings. This guy continuing to pitch well, and one of the reasons why, first pitch strike ratio over 70% up to this point in this game.
Hard hit ball to second. Gloved by Harrison. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
Up next for the Cardinals, pitcher
Greg Garcia will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with 1 gone in the inning.
Greg Garcia.
Towards second. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Hey, D-Row, that's a 1-out single right there. And hey, the pitcher hasn't pitched out of the stretch in a while. He's been pretty sharp so far in this one.
Yeah, and hopefully that runner right there can get his attention. A little bit more diverted on first base, and then he leaves a cookie over the middle of the plate.
Here's Dexter Fowler now. And he's first pitch swinging here as he lines this one into left field for a base hit.
Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball, stay square as long as possible, and feed it into the opposite field for a base hit.
Stepping in now, Jose Martinez.
And a swing from him yields a foul pop out of play to the right.
With runners in scoring position this season, Martinez is hitting over 400. Doesn't matter if you're talking about a series of games or a whole career. That's an impressive figure.
These are the type of hitters that absolutely frustrate a pitching staff and a pitching coach. He's not trying to do a ton of damage, but he's certainly going to put the ball in play and be a pest the entire season.
Well, you live by the sword, you die by it too. He went with an off-speed pitch down in the zone, and that's the risk you take there. The catcher can't come up with it, and 2 runners advance. Now they're both into scoring position.
Now the 1-1 pitch. To 1-2 now.
He was able to foul that one off, but you could tell he was definitely late. That breaking ball, the pitch before that heater right there, definitely threw his timing off.
So the first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score.
Probably wanted more out of that at bat with runners in scoring position, but at least he does the job and brings 1 home. Maybe the next guy can pick up the runner at third now.
Ready for another chance? Tommy Pham. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. That's down into left center for a base hit. Notch 1 in the score column as a runner from third crosses the plate. It's now a 3-2 contest.
Now batting, shortstop, Paul DeYoung.
So that brings in the power-hitting middle infielder Paul DeYoung. First pitch of the at-bat. Takes a high fastball for a strike.
As a hitter right here, you have to tell yourself, I can't get too big. Don't let the moment get away from me. A nice bullet in the gap gets the job done in this situation.
Ready with the 0-1 pitch. And a curveball that time that broke too low. The 1-1 is swung on and missed, and that's strike 2. The 1-2 is a high drive to left, back toward the wall, but he's going to run out of room. It's gone. Paul DeYoung connects for a 2-run home run. 4th home run here in the early going as they take the lead 4-3.
Well, he thought he was just about out of this inning. Then the ball leaves the bat, and he's thinking, please go foul. But no such luck. Right off the foul pole for a 2-run homer. Sometimes this sport just isn't fair.
Here's Matt Carpenter.
I think he's forgotten about sometimes, Matt Carpenter. When we talk about best hitters in our sport, I think he's one of the more underrated offensive players.
A hit in 2 tries for him so far. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. To right field and absolutely hammered. Forget about making a play on that ball. It's way out of here. Back-to-back home runs. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. 8th home run on the season for him, and it's now 5-3.
That's not an easy thing to do, to go back-to-back. When the guy in front of you goes deep, you walk up to the plate and you feel like, hey, I'm going to do what he just did. How about that? Back-to-back bombs.
Into the box now, Marcell Ozuna. Out in front of a fastball as this is ripped down the left field line. That's going to be a fair ball. He takes the turn and heads for second. And he is into second with a 2-out double.
Hey, there's another base knock right there. A hitting streak now up to 8 games.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Well, 8 games. Nah, man, we're starting to think about it a little bit. You know, you get past that week, you just know you're locked in. They start talking 8 games, now you're like, all right, got a nice little hitting streak going.
Trying to keep the deficit right where it is, the pitch. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike 1. Comes set with the 0-1. Here's a strike.
Hey, that's a huge pitch for him right there. He's been struggling early. If he's able to get any feel on his secondary stuff, he might be able to hang around a little bit.
He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Still no balls and 2 strikes.
Batter's going to have to find a way to regroup right there. That caught too much of the plate. He knew it. He missed it. He might not get another opportunity to put the ball in play.
The next 0-2 is a high drive to left, back toward the wall, but he's going to run out of room. It's gone. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left. 7 home runs for him on the year now, as it is now 7-3. Guys, we've seen 4 big balls between the 2 teams so far today. What are your impressions of the long ball display we're watching?
Yeah, Matty V. Hey, you know what, D-Row? This is a pretty good pitcher's ballpark, PNC, in Pittsburgh.
What an impressive hitting performance by that lineup. This part, it definitely caters to the left-handed hitter. With that wall in right field, you feel like you can book one into the Allegheny. Not the same for a right-handed hitter. Big left center gap, and center field plays deep. Into the box, Carson Kelly.
As he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike one. No hits to this point. Waved at and missed for the third out. Not much of a chance at hitting that one, and the inning is over. But a big inning here as they bat around and push 7 runs across the plate to take the lead to the bottom of the 6th inning. The Cardinals are out in front 7-3. Sam Tuivalala will come on in relief as he'll make his 2nd appearance of the season so far.
Sam Tuivalala.
Josh Harrison stands in. He leads off this half inning in what they hope will be a rebuttal to all those runs they just gave up.
Well, Matt, I think mentally they need to get 1 or 2 of these runs back right here. Just getting on the board after getting socked in the mouth by an opposing team can lift the team up a bit. We'll see if they can string something together.
He's set and the pitch. On a less than impressive swing there to start the at-bat. It's 0-1. A 1 pitch on its way. This one's down to third. Carpenter is there, and a good throw gets him 1 gone.
Now batting, shortstop, Adam Frazier.
Ready for another shot now. Adam Frazier. He singled his last time up. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Fowler giving chase. He makes the running play. 2 down.
Now batting.
Riding in once again, Corey Dickerson. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. From the stretch. Turned on down the line. This gets foul. It's 0-1. 0-1. Here it comes. And that one stayed too low apparently. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. The 1-1 home. High in the air out to center field. Pham has it in his tracks. And that ends the inning. Down in order go the Pirates. Deficit holds at 4. It's 7-3. Back here in Pittsburgh. 7th inning upon us with the Cardinals out on top, and it's time to check out the game summary to see how we got here. Colton Wong is up off the bench as he'll pinch hit here to start inning number 7.
Colton Wong.
First pitch is a cutter looked at. 0-1. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. The windup and the 0-1. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And a slider. Oh, got a favorable call on that one as that's the first out of the inning.
Well, that call looked like it was a little in the pitcher's favor, but it wasn't outrageous. Hey, listen, calling balls and strikes is a really tough job, and even the best are going to miss some from time to time, especially when they're sort of borderline like that last one. Not sure the hitter would want to hear that, though.
Standing in now, Dexter Fowler. Now a ball lined to the left side. But this is a foul ball. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Bases are empty, one man out. And the slider gets him swinging, 2 gone.
Wow, talk about mowing him down. How about 2 strikeouts on 6 pitches? He isn't messing around, and these last 2 batters have had no answer for what he's throwing up there.
Digging in to try it again, Jose Martinez. In previous matchups against George Cantos, he's hitless in 3 at-bats. Here's a drive out toward left center field. Running hard, he's digging for second. And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away.
Man, I don't think he could have bisected those fielders any better if he tried. Drove that one into the alley for a gapper that'll bring him easily into second base.
In now, Tommy Pham. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Two balls and no strikes to the Cardinals center fielder.
Well, both of those balls have been inside, so if I'm hitting, I'm looking for something I can get my arms extended on. Probably won't come back inside for a 3rd time.
He's set, and the 2-0 pitch. Line towards center field, and nothing will come of the 2-out double as the inning is over. Danger averted following the 2-out double. We're back to Friday Night Baseball on the show after this. Matt Bowman gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th. Digging in and looking for more, Josh Bell, 1 for 2 in the ballgame thus far.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
And now this will get over the wall down the line out there for a ground rule double.
You can see that he was all over that pitch, yanking it down the line. They're lucky that thing bounced over the fence, because if it would have got lost in the corner out there, there's no telling how far he could have gotten.
The 1-0 delivery. And he chased up and out of the zone, a swing and a miss.
This is the stuff that infuriates a manager. You have to think the game. You got to know he's trying to pitch around you. You cannot swing at that pitch out of the zone.
A swing and a ball to left field. That's going to get down for a base hit.
And the throw in gets away from him. And he is in to score from second as the throwing mistake defensively came back to factor into that one.
Those are the ones you remember right there, Dan. That's his 4th RBI of the night, and that doesn't happen often throughout the course of the season.
And you know, as a pitcher, you see what this guy's been doing. You know, he's having a good night. He's a tough guy, and he's a tough guy to pitch around. Some nights you just have to tip your cap. A pretty good night. 4 ribbies in this one here.
0 for 2 for him to this point. 0-1 pitch on its way. Popped high in the air. Martinez is there for it. He's got it 1 away.
Now batting, catcher.
Here's the catcher, Francisco Cervelli.
He was retired via the ground ball last time up. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Now a swing and a little flare out to left. And that's in for a base hit. Make it a 1 for 3 game so far.
Boy, D-Roll, that ball wasn't hit very hard, but when you're struggling like this guy is, any knock is a good knock.
Yeah, 100%. He doesn't usually get those. He has to square it up mid-barrel to find a way to get a knock. He hasn't had much luck this year, but he'll take that any day.
First offering on its way. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Pham is there. He makes the catch, and the runner from second will tag and head for third. And he'll make it up to third on the fly ball as he's in there now with 2 away.
Pitcher, George Polanco.
Gregory Polanco will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Number 25, Gregory Polanco.
committed to that one a bit too soon as it locks him up for strike one. Here comes the 0-1. Fouled off. Can't get him to chase. It's 1-2. Popped up. A bare-handed pickup. Oh, an incredible stab, but they inch a little closer as the run comes home.
Boy, so frustrating as a pitcher. 2-strike RBI base hit. The ball wasn't hit very hard, Dero, but from a hitter's perspective, you'll take it any way you can get it.
Yeah, in today's day and age where everyone's looking to go deep and can go deep, not many guys have a legit.
And the center fielder is under it to make the catch. Michael Feliz has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the eighth. Paul DeYoung will stand in again as we flash you back to the middle innings here. This was a big blow, a 2-run home run that really got his guys going. A ball and no strikes. Here it is. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
Rodriguez moves to his right and puts this one away in the alley for out number one. Snatched out of midair at first base for out number two. Trying to pick things up where we left off, Marcell Ozuna will try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Outside for a ball, 1-1.
He's going to have to make adjustment on that slider away. He can't just make it a non-competitive pitch and allow these guys to take. He's got to start that a little bit more over the middle of the plate.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for St. Louis.
And that'll bring in Adam Frazier. Past history with Brett Cecil. He's 1 for 3.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast? They could certainly use that right now.
Cecil playing here in his age 31 season. He was selected in the first round back in the draft of 2007.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys.
Number 7, Corey Dickerson.
He's set. Here it comes. Almost a worm burner as he misses on a low fastball. Ball 1.
And think about it. In game 1 of this series, they've already had to go deep into their bullpen. This could affect them for the rest of the weekend if they don't get really good starting pitching.
On the move is Ozuna. He gets there and makes a fine running play for the second out.
Number 55.
Ready once again, Josh Bell. He came across to score after doubling in his last at-bat. Cecil's ready. Here's the first pitch. And he takes a big swing at that one as this one's lifted high in the air and deep out to left field. Maybe not as this stays up in the air long enough to be. The Steel City at night. Seen there from the split of the Ohio River as we welcome you back to PNC Park. Too high that time with the inning's first pitch. It's ball 1. Now the 1-0. And that's off his leg on the mound. But he is able to recover as he gets the out at first. 1 away now. Stepping in for the Cardinals, Carson Kelly, who could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. 0-1 the count. Here's the 0-1. Swinging a soft liner. Throw on to first takes care of him, and the top of the ninth is proving unfruitful thus far. 2 quick outs here. Harrison Bader will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here. And here's a fastball called for strike 1. And he's looking to get it going. Off to a bit of a slow start this year. Missed low and inside with it. 1-1. 2 out, nobody on. A fastball that finds the outside corner. Drilled to the left side. And that's through for a hit. So good work on a 1-2 count to get on base.
There's a lot of moving parts in some guys' swings. It usually takes them a month or so to get it ironed out.
Here's Dexter Fowler now, as he'll take one up in the zone, but indeed in the strike zone for the first strike. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. This is in the air to left field. Oh, and he misses it. And the runner will score from first. And he's safe.
Man, I'm not sure I've ever seen a play like that before. To say that error was costly would be a big understatement. Looked like a circus act out there.
Jose Martinez is in with 2 away as he takes a ball 1-0. Line drive to center field. But this will not get down quickly enough as it's pulled in out there in center, and that ends the inning. So
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Cardinals.
Stepping up now, Sean Rodriguez. He'll lead things off here as we play the bottom of the ninth. Now a swing, and the barrel of the bat breaks in 2 that time. And that's out number 1.
Third baseman, number 23.
Here's David Freese to stand in. His lifetime numbers against Gregerson. He's 0 for 9. First offering on its way. And he's in front of a tight little slider that time. And it's fouled away.
Classic change of speeds right there. Threw the hitter's timing off. Got a late foul ball. Interested to see where he goes now.
Bouncer to the left side. On to first, and now the Pirates are down to their final out.
Up next for the Pirates, catcher, Francisco
Up next for
Cervelli.
the Buccos, Francisco Cervelli. He comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 out here in the ninth. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Fowler on the run, makes the catch, and that's the ball game.
Wow, what a week for these guys. Talk about firing on all cylinders. Winners of an amazing 7 games in a row. They say to never question the streak, and these guys aren't. They're just enjoying this ride.
This one comes to a close with a 9-5 final. The St. Louis Cardinals rode an important 6th inning to victory in this one. Carlos Martinez notches his 3rd win of the year. Jamison Taillon allowed 7 earned runs to cross the plate in the losing effort. So that's a wrap here tonight.